The allure of Mickey Mouse and Disney World is largely ingrained in American culture. Our childhood is filled with their mystical movies of mystery and adventure, heartbreak and love, and princesses and princes. However, behind all the magic, something is very dark about Disney, and we can find it all the way back to the first time Mickey Mouse ever spoke a word on the big screen. Hey everyone, this is Mike with On Point Preparedness. As many of you know, there has been an enormous amount of investigation by the truther community into this incident called Pizzagate. An investigation that was sparked from the WikiLeaks Podesta emails, which revealed that the elite had been using special code words for sexual acts, including pedophilia. Based on the extremely out-of-context use of the following food names in the exposed emails, the internet community has established a rough draft of what these words might mean, with hot dog being the obvious choice representing a boy, pizza as a girl, and so on. If you look up Pizzagate on YouTube, you'll find some pretty incredible evidence that this scandal is credible enough to warrant a federal investigation. Just as an example, here is an unclassified letter by the FBI Cyber Division, which exposed pedophilia symbols used for communication in the sex slavery business. One of the pizza parlors that was implicated in the probable pedophilia trade business is called Besta Pizza. Along with a multitude of other evidence, their very unique logo was an exact match to the FBI logo for pedophilia boy sex trade. After the news of Pizzagate broke out, Besta Pizza quickly modified their logo, with the only existence of the prior logo showing up on archive.is. Turning our attention back to Disney, I had always wondered about the origins of the Mickey Mouse song Hot Dog from the Mickey Mouse Club cartoon. With the recent revelations on Pizzagate, I did some cursory investigation to see if there was any connection, as Disney has always had its fair share of sexual innuendos dispersed throughout their movies. Whether it's drawing a very noticeable phallic symbol in Ariel's castle, to spelling out the word sex in the clouds above the Lion King, or the very blatant insert of a naked woman picture into the movie The Rescuers, Disney has been caught several times interlacing sexual and occult images into their film. What my investigation found has really shocked me, as I never knew that Mickey Mouse's first words of hot dog were used in such a blatant sexual connotation. Mickey Mouse's affinity with the hot dog song stems from the very first time Mickey Mouse ever spoke on film in the 1929 cartoon The Carnival Kid. In the beginning of the cartoon, the atmosphere is set with a gypsy or Egyptian-inspired song playing at the carnival. A belly dancing figure of Minnie Mouse is then displayed erotically dancing to the music. Next comes the first explicit evidence that Mickey Mouse was founded in a sexual arena. A character known as Cat Nip says the following. First, along with the Egyptian music, Catnip says Minnie is putting you in a trance with her hoochie coochie dance. In fact, the audience in the cartoon sways back and forth in a trance-like motion to the music. Per the Disney Wiki, as well as several other sources, hoochie coochie is a term for a sexually provocative belly dance. The term was also used throughout various regions of America, either representing a woman's reproductive organ or the act of engaging in sex itself. In fact, back in the 1920s, there were carnivals, sometimes called hoochie coochie fairs, that had Egyptian women stripping or dancing in front of audiences. So it's fair to say that this cartoon leads out with an occult Egyptian music and sexual dancing to put the audience in a trance. But it doesn't stop there. Catnip then proceeds to make a very well-known occult gesture 2 times while he again utters the hoochie coochie phrase. The gesture is the occult devil horns. In modern times, this sign is used for hard rock bands, the sign language for I love you, or the Texas Longhorns. However, we must remember that this cartoon was created in 1929, and none of these uses were in place during that time period. What we do know is that the devil horns is an ancient hand gesture used to represent Satan himself, as depicted in this late 14th century Arabic manuscript called Kitab al-Buhan, or other pagan occult leaders, as in this image of a religious leader named Katir of the Zoroastrian faith of early Iran. In fact, we even see Mickey Mouse make this hand gesture as he announces his hot dog stand. Mickey Mouse alone at a carnival hot dog stand is not much symbolism at all. However, when we consider the fact that he and Catnip make the sign of the horned devil, along with the occult Egyptian music, and obvious references to that this show is a hoochie coochie strip or sex show, I think it's fair to say that this hot dog stand can be viewed as an obvious reference to a male phallus. Mickey also makes a very strange motion by closing his eyes and pointing to his forehead. I honestly struggled with what this could be, but my best guess, and it's important to say that this is only a guess, considering all the other occult references in the video, is that Mickey is making the reference to the Hindu tilak, or practice of applying a marking between the eyes to suggest the opening of the all-seeing third eye. I won't be covering this third eye symbolism in this video as it's a very in-depth topic, so look forward to my next video on it. So before you think of Disney as all fun and rainbows, know that Mickey's origin was at a carnival strip show, and that Disney shows are just full of occult evil references, as I've shown in my prior video, In Plain Sight, Satanic Illuminati Seals in Disney Movie. You can click on the screen to watch that video, or click the link in the YouTube description box. Anywho, this is Mike with On Point Preparedness. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.